Hey, and welcome to a little bit of Monday wisdom this morning. Hope that you're doing really well. I wanted to drop in and share something with you. So, being the change out there, creating the change and shifting things forward in the world requires us to be the change within, right? And we've got to shift through and stretch out and stretch up into our magnificence. But of course, it can't be it's easier said than done, because if it was that easy, everyone would do it, right? We would just think it and then we would be it. But actually, we've got so many years and years, decades sometimes, of old programming that is getting in our way, holding us back, and just sabotaging everything, basically. So I just wanted to talk about that today, what you can do to keep yourself connected to your big vision and to your core strength and your soul power. So just speaking with my clients, so just to say that don't make yourself wrong, don't make yourself feel bad, don't make yourself feel like you're giving up and that you can't do it and that other people have got it all worked out, because that is so not the case. And we often project this stuff onto other people, like they can do it and I can't, but actually that's just not true. And when we really, really desire something deeply, it's because it is meant for us. It is meant for us. And, just keep going on this pathway, keep going towards it, even if it's tiny, tiny baby steps. It's when we stop, that is the only time that we've kind of let ourselves down. If we keep moving forwards, even if it's just a little bit digressing over this way, or we're looking over this way a bit, that's all fine. It's just if we stop believing that it's possible and we just shrink back to the old, that's when we really we're not living in our truth, are we? We're not living in our very best energy and being our very best, most vibrant, happy selves. Now, this version of you, your highest version of you, it's all possible. And as we travel into this space, there are ups and downs, there are nooks and crannies, there are humps and bumps in the road. And rather than feeling defeated by these humps and these bumps, use them as a way of assuring yourself that you are on the right path, and that if you didn't, you wouldn't have these humps and bumps if you weren't on the right path. If you are stretching your edges and getting out of your comfort zone, fear is going to be having a tantrum, and it will be pulling you back. It will be telling you louder than ever, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you can't do it. Who are you to do this thing? Who do you think you are? Who are you pretending to be? Why do you even want it? Stay at home, just do your thing. Just be quiet, come back, retreat. Let's do things the way that we always have. And I like to kind of my fear is, she's 4 years old, she's got a little princess crown on, and she's stamping her feet because she wants to stay at home and watch Netflix and eat crisps. You don't make progress in your life by doing that. So what we need to do is we need to placate fear, we need to calm fear, and we need to just kind of make a habit of reframing and retraining our mind and our thinking, because fear loves repetition, just like a child. It loves repetition because then it feels safe. So you've got to make a container of strength for fear, so that fear can actually think, actually, this feels quite familiar. I'm feeling okay. So how can you do that? It's about retraining your mind. Now, a really key part to retraining your mind is to sink into a space before you go to sleep and remind yourself of who you are, where you're heading, what your big vision is. Remind yourself of this bigness that is here for you, and step into that every night before I go to sleep. I listen to my hypnosis, and it reminds me of what I can do, who I can be. And it is about dropping into this sleepy state when we are like sponges sucking up what we're hearing, and it is going deep into our subconscious mind, and it is reframing everything. Now, you can't just do it once, because that's not habit forming, right? That's not making it your new norm. You've got to make it your new norm. So the high vibe energies have got to be your dominant. And then you can, it's like, then you can sail through and scoop fear up in your arms, placate her, tell her it's going to be fine, and she will come along the ride with you without really too much kicking and screaming, because she'll feel safe. So get affirmations on your phone, get reminders, get a really strong morning practice, get a routine in place that supports you. Like first thing in the morning, I find supporting myself into sort of like stepping into this higher version of me every morning allows me to continue that throughout the whole of my day. So I do a morning practice and I do an evening practice. And the evening practice is gratitude, and it's sinking into this space with my hypnosis, retraining and reframing the mind. And you can make yourself a hypnosis, you can make yourself an audio that will speak to your subconscious mind, speak to the fear, and just really make yourself feel safe around stretching out of these comfort zones, because we have to stretch out the comfort zone in order to grow, in order to be our best selves. Every day we've got to like stretch these edges a little bit more, haven't we? And it is scary, of course it is, but like it's more scary to sit on the sofa and watch Netflix all day and do bugger all, isn't it? Like that's, to me, like that's more frightening, to wake up in 5 years' time and think, what have I done? So, you know, which do you want? And if you want this more, which I reckon you probably do, then you have to like go through these humps and reframe and retrain your mind. So just like softening in with gratitude, softening in with reassuring, and having everywhere like confirmation, affirmation that you're on the right track. So it's about making that your dominant energy. And when the thoughts come in, I can't do that, you're like, yeah, yes, I can. So you're all the time, you're like just whipping it out of the way. You're not getting pissed off with yourself. You're not making yourself feel bad about it. You're just gently, oh yeah, I see you. You've been here for years and I've listened to you for years. But now, no, like now I run the show the way I want. I run my life the way I want it to be right now, and also how I want it to be in the future. So it's baby steps every single day, reaffirming to yourself that you're on the right track, that you can do it, absolutely, that you're good enough. Keep that strong. Reaffirm to yourself all the things, the good things that you do, the transformations that you make in whatever way that means to you. Have things set up in your conscious mind, like reminders on your phone, your wallpaper, things pinned along your wall. I've got it all around me. All of those sorts of things. Feed your mind with positivity, with expansion. And I know you know that I say this all the time, but you know, the news is not expansion. It is not the truth. You know, the truth is far greater and more joyful than all of that. So I suggest, if you can, not engage with it, you know, don't open up to it, because I'm like completely unavailable to that, because it just makes me feel so crap and brings down my energy immediately. So live your life by what you're available for. And I'm not available for myself of yesteryear, you know, I'm available only for this energy that I'm moving into. So it's about keeping on reminding, knowing that these humps are a good thing, because it means that you are stretching, it means that you are challenging yourself, and just overrule those old beliefs, you know that they're coming, shoo them away, because you can do it, you can do anything, you can do anything. And I can't remember what that expression is, but if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. I think that was Henry Ford. I might be wrong there, but I think so. But the point is that whatever you think, you become. So why not think good things? Why not believe good things? Because that is the truth. That is the truth. Oh my God, I'm on a soapbox this morning. So I hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope that this has inspired you to like know that, you know, like these humps, these challenges, they're not the whole story. They are just a little hiccup in the big journey, and just take it and ride with it. Pull out all the tools in your toolbox and go with it, because you can overcome these things. Absolutely, 100%. It doesn't mean you should give up. It doesn't mean you should throw in the towel. It doesn't mean that you should do the Netflix and the crisps. No, like, you can do this thing. Just keep on chugging. You can do this thing. You can do anything. You can be anything. So set your mind, set your desires, set your visions, set your energy up here. Everything else, yeah, can do one. Yeah. So let me know if you've been listening. I would love to connect with you. I'd love to hear from you. I love connecting with people that are listening rather than me just sort of speaking out into the void. So do let me know, and I will speak to you soon. Sending you lots of love. Bye.